Hey, what is up guys and welcome. I know at this point you're dying to see us rip the Civic down the street and you're dying to see how we resolve the back tire issue. And to be honest with you, right now, I don't know how we're gonna fix it either. Welcome to Bodie Vision. Yeah, her. Alright, so I just talked to the boss himself. Josh is on his way over here. He kind of said that maybe the first thing we'll try to do is raise it up a little bit and see if we can just, you know, take care of it that way. That will be the easiest way to do it. He's got the coilovers, D2 adjustable coilovers. He's had them for a long time, so I think they might be seized, but let's see if we can get this figured out and raise the car and get rid of this issue just like that. So since we want to adjust the coilovers, I'm just going to go ahead and take them out. They're kind of seized up, so I want to spray them down with some PB Blaster, let them soak, and then hopefully I can get them free. So I just wanted to show you guys this little trick. When it comes to bolts down here that have a nut on the back, once you get the nut off and you want to get the bolt to come through, you're just going to be spinning forever. So one thing you can do is just take a regular old wrench and put it on the back side, and then pull on it as you're loosening it. And then it'll come right out. So it was as bad as I thought. I mean, the coilover was completely seized up. It was completely stuck. I could not move it whatsoever. So I just put some PB Blaster down right in here as it was sitting like that. And then I let it soak for about 15-20 minutes, kind of as the storm passed. I let it soak. And then I brought it over here and pinched it in my vise. And what I did to break it free, I had it pinched in just like this. And then I put a screwdriver in here. I had my hammer. And I was kind of tapping it like this until eventually it broke free. So now I'm just gonna take it off, clean up these threads, and I'm gonna re-oil them, re-grease them so that way this doesn't happen in the future, and we should be good to go. So we got Josh over here now. I was gonna fill him in kind of on camera, but it's raining, so I don't wanna put you through that agony of having to listen and deal with that. So we're gonna throw the coilovers back on and then go from there. So we got the car down for the first time, and I mean, I raised it. You can see where it was touching right there on the tire. So I only raised it about 1/4 of an inch. We think that we're gonna go another 1/2 of an inch, and we think we should be fine. So we're gonna do the combination of, we're gonna roll the fenders, we're also gonna run just a little bit of camber, and we're gonna raise it another 1/2 of an inch, and I think by the time all that's done, we should be good. So after the second time putting the car down, well, the first time after it was adjusted to where we think it should have been, after doing the math, taking the measurements, the side that we measured on, that turned out just fine. But the other side, we did it just to match, and we were a little bit too high. So we figured out we need to lower that side by just shy of 1/2 of an inch, or 7/16 of an inch, and that should be good to go. So hopefully that'll be good, and then we'll see where we stand after that. So we're coming to the end of today, even though the video is not going to be over, but what we kind of determined is we think we're going to be all right. I mean, the way that they sit right now, I think it looks fine. It looks nice and aggressive. Then we're going to roll the fenders. We want this car to be nice. And Josh, how do you feel about how it is right now? I mean, I know you were really worried about it.
Yeah, I feel amazing about it. I think it's fine as far as the wheels. Just everything about it just screams, you know, OEM 90s Honda.
Right, I agree.
Simple but yet aggressive.
Yeah, I know, and I called Josh yesterday and I told him, look, dude, these wheels are not working how they are. That was right before your shift, and
yeah, I wrote some tickets.
Yeah, your boy got some tickets given out because he didn't like the wheel specs.
Alright guys, full disclaimer, that was just a joke. I didn't write any tickets actually yesterday.
Now, for the sake of this video, I think you guys just want to see the Civic move from A to B, from being not done to complete if you're watching this series. If you want a more in-depth look, more of a comprehensive view on how to roll fenders, I'll make that as my next video. If you're not so interested in that, you can just skip over that. But that'll be coming out next, or I'll put it at the end of this video if it's been the, 2 days or so. You know what? Sometimes when I'm making videos, I don't know exactly how it's gonna go before, so let me kind of do an exact how to roll the fenders as of now using a fender roller. So this is our $50 eBay fender roller, and how you want to set this up is just like this. Throw that right in the trash. I didn't want it to come to this. I was trying to do it the proper way, with the fender roller. But what it comes down to sometimes is you gotta do what works. So now, to be completely honest, I've rolled a lot more fenders this way than I have with the actual fender roller. What I do is I just take a hammer, wrap a rag around it, put this hand on this side of the fender, and then just go to pound town. I've done it hundreds of times and I've never had any issues as long as you don't go too hard. And my main reason for buying the fender roller was so that way I can make a how-to video on how a budget fender roller works. But what it comes down to, I don't think a budget fender roller is the way to go. Sometimes I guess you can get away with buying cheaper tools, but ultimately you get what you pay for. So this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it nice and carefully, and you'll see it'll turn out just fine. So I just took the car around the block, and I think we're all right. We're just gonna have to monitor it, make sure he doesn't hit anything in the first couple weeks of driving, and if it's all good, we're gonna leave it. If anything happens, it's no big deal, and we're just gonna have to change it. So coming up in the next video, I'm gonna show you guys how to clean Recaros to make them look like they're brand new, because this car definitely needs it, because they have been dirty and they have not been cleaned for a very long time. So that's gonna do it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe. You know what it is, YouTube. I'm out.